Welcome to Pygmalien rank, guys. We are still not in the new patch. The new patch is probably coming today, but I'm not sure. I think it's coming today because usually it's always on Thursday, but in the evening, like very late. It will be like 9 p.m. or something, or 10 p.m. when the servers are coming back online. I can't wait that long, especially since I couldn't find any notification somewhere that the patch is coming or not, and when it will be online. So I'm playing one game here already to prepare something that in case there is a huge delay or something, at least we have something here. Else I'm a little bit wasted, as you probably can hear. Not that, I mean, it matters because my brain is not functioning normally. And now you guys might think, I mean, this is very bad here, but still I'm gonna go for the money just because the bad thing you can go for. Not the best thing, but you know, like on Pygmalien we need a lot of money. Okay, we will lose this. Blood just has strength into the guy here, Toxic Fangs. But I mean, we will lose anyways. Like Mac, they won against Pig. Usually is very strong because Pig needs to scale and stuff, but Mac is just faster. Truffles. Okay. Let's upgrade this guy here. Let's see where the journey goes. Maybe you can upgrade it and get something useful by transforming it. For now we will just grab, we could have grabbed rear shielding Bushel. This is good, this is good.
Don't make it weird.
Bushel, please, man, please.
Why do my people live in forests? The cities where the wounds are.
The overheal shield 20. I mean, this guy is just way more shielding. Do we need these? Probably not. So this guy is then 40 shielding. 50. Okay, now give us an XP option. Don't think we can beat the Rockscaper. We have no damage at all. Nah, let's be real, we are not gonna beat him. Because he has around 80 damage or something. 60 damage, I have no clue. No, he has, on the one guy it is 60 damage, on the other guy it's 20 damage. But that one weapon is 11 seconds of cooldown. So it's less than 6 damage per second. And the other guy has around about 20 damage with 5 seconds of cooldown. So a total of 10 or 11 damage per second. And now what we have here, we need to have the 3 times of its amount. We have the bird 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds it heals. The healing is not important, the shielding is important. It shields for 50. And this guy is 60. It will be very, very, very close. A little bit closer than I would want to. Because the Rock Scraper also has 60 extra shielding, which makes him has 510 HP. So we need to get 160 extra HP. Nah, this is not viable. Like, let's be real. Let's just go to the mosquito and call it. Because the guy is dealing too much damage. It's not doable. Like, can't build up any shielding here. Oh yeah, this guy shields itself now, 20 more. Ah, that will still probably not be enough. Like, look, against this guy we are at 700 HP, or with the shielding, of course. But the other guy will, at that time, damage me for already 200 or something. Now maybe we'll still do it.
About motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Fairy Fury monster does nothing. Oh. The Ember is not really needed. We are not going for any stuff anyways. The sauna might be viable with the textiles. I can feel it.
I'm so glad we could share this experience today.
And now we can get rid of the ATM. Served as well.
You are enough.
And here we go.
Glad you bought this.
This is better than the bird. The sauna's healing when you use the matchbox. But only the matchbox. Yeah. Need a fiery bushel. It will double heal. Coconut crab. Easy? To be honest, I don't think this is easy. But let's act like it will be easy. The issue here is he has passive. I mean, it's only 40 there. Healing. I think they nerfed him a little bit. Because he was so strong. Usually when you couldn't, when you had no damage and you couldn't out-tank the rock scraper, you also couldn't out-tank the coconut crab. Look, this is almost going infinite. I'm not sure if this is the way, by the way. Like, we have no damage. But it will work somehow. Good thing is, we will hit level 3 now. And ideally, our enemy will be level 2.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Okay.
If the elder could see me
Just
now.
grab a bronze Uratum maybe. Oh, whoa, hold on. This is too big of an item. Don't want it. What we want here is probably just these two guys. Or maybe even, I mean, Bird and Bandages no diff. Bird is multicast. Now this guy heals and shields. So, no diff. And the Bird is probably better to keep us full health. When was the last time you are facing Nex? Because usually you are facing Vanessa's, and Vanessa you can easily out-tank. Or not easily, but most of the time, because Vanessa players are just day 1 to day 3, they are just grabbing every weapon they can they get and put it in the. Okay, this shouldn't be that hard. I mean, the burn, as long as he doesn't stack up the burn now, it should be good. He's scaling his damage. So we are good to go. Like again, we can out-tank Vanessa, but usually it's very hard to out-tank the guy here. Because he's so bursty, literally. Like if he goes for full burn build or poisons, then we are cooked. This item is not even bad. Medium item is not needed. Good. This is what we will play then next. Yeah.
That's quality.
Need more space. Come on, a matchbox to go, please.
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
Ointment is always a good idea.
I mean, excellent choice.
B1 and B2, huh? What medium items could be there? Just rope? Probably not much good stuff. B1 and B2, we could just upgrade the Bushel. Yeah, I think the upgrade on the Bushel, usually it doesn't make any sense, but here it makes sense with the textiles. The Bushel only gets plus 30 stuff, healing, but it makes sure that we will always overheal. Oh, not always, you know. But yeah. This guy is almost going infinite. We need more shielding on the textiles. Need some scaling here. Good buddy. Thanks for nothing, man. Now we are losing. Oh man, I just completely forgot you can't go without damage against a second crit. I mean, it wasn't even close. That was dramatically low played. I really thought this burn from the sauna would be enough to keep it down enough. Now this is very bad, but the good thing is we will probably face a level 3 guy.
Make deals, not war.
There finally the matchbox is.
Your aura guided me to what you need.
And again, I'm a little bit wasted. So don't mind me here, please.
Energies resonate.
I think the ointment is not needed. This dude is not needed. We will play the matchbox and stuff.
Use that for the good of all.
This should be good now. But the issue is we won't hit the level up. What was it, Final Flame, you're saying? Is it just the hot stones? I mean, we have a lot of regen, but I think the matchbox is just better. Yeah, that way we have a little bit of damage now. If we lose this fight, it was completely my bad.
I should warn you. I am not like other champions.
But this can happen. We won't win. No, that was not my bad. But yeah, with 30% crit chance, there is indeed a good chance that he crits. Why is my stash full when it's not? Alright. By the way, guys, I changed the sound a little bit. Maybe let's change it a little bit more. I usually don't listen to my own videos. I just don't have the time, to be honest.
I would never debase my wares by
Like
wanna buy
when you're
that?
playing
I mean,
2 hours,
excellent
creating the
choice.
videos, and then working the whole day, like there's just no more space for rewatching and evaluating the stuff. I think this is just the best right now here. Bronze tier skills. I mean, bronze tier is so bad, but let's still go for it. Maybe we can get some more burn.
Next time, I might surprise you.
I guess it's just left
That
eye.
up quickly? Maybe I'm getting better at this.
Okay, now let's just grab the guy.
Punish the. You are not a friend, but I'm glad you bought this. Use that for the good
Perfect.
of all.
Got it. What are we thinking about the hogwash? What are we thinking, guys? Get rid of the sauna, get rid of the hot stones, play the hogwash here. What are we thinking? The hogwash is not good, by the way.
Your aura guided me to what you need.
Without heal scaling, the hogwash is not good. Let's grab it for now.
Feel our energies resonating.
Because the hogwash adds extra health
I'll show you where to stick 'em.
to your max health, but not to your current health. And then it's harder for the Bushel, for example, to fully heal. Oh, look at this region now. I would have gotten this kind of region and stuff the last game, but decided to throw the game.
Folks like you
Maybe I should have upgraded the textiles.
going up.
Hopefully we'll just get scrap here. Okay. Medium,
Do you have any really
large items.
small things?
See what we can grab. I have no clue what we are looking for.
Maybe next time?
Okay, let's be something cool. A whammy. The whammy is not cool. Man, it never gives us the luxury cures. Not cures, luxury tents.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
We're gonna lose this because he has poison. What the frick is that, man? Now we won't overheal and the comp is broken. Man, we are not dealing any damage at all. What the frick is that?
Now that's given
No, this is not my bad. Endurance is
We
GG.
made progress today.
Instantly got it.
I'm proud of you.
Okay, and now it's kinda good. With hogwash, or might be good. Ooh! Ay, 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 ay. This is indeed not bad. But it's not that insane. Is a hogwash better than these guys? I feel like it's not. Let's see. Only one win so far. This is not even going close to infinite. But we are getting a lot of stuff here. A lot of HP. Nah, this is not better than the other one. We are also losing again. Great. Okay, the main issue here is we have no damage. We gotta check for some damage.
Welcome to my business. Well, okay. Here.
The rope. The rope is not gonna do much.
Don't you have anything smaller?
But it's bronze, so might as well buy it.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Long reduction, please. Insane. We need to get the guy here down. 3.6.
People first, profit 10.
I mean, 4 region is just straight up better than this dude here. Let's sell him. Like, it's not worth it. It is indeed just not worth it. We still gotta keep the yo-yo because it also scales to the sauna. The issue here is just we don't have damage, man. Where is our damage?
Do you have to leave already?
Model ship. Model ship is not that bad. Did we buy any weapons, or why does the gym has 27 value? Don't remember buying any weapons.
See these tusks, right?
We're out to do
By the way, we can use the
not
gym
to
just
squabble
as
with nobody.
passive, getting HP here. Oh, Captain's Wheel. The Matchbox is not viable, man. The Matchbox is dealing too little damage. But the good thing is, this guy has no burning and stuff, so... But he's kind of scaling his damage. He has 76, 80 region.
You've got talent. You should
You're
put
still
it
out
towards
tanking,
nobler
man.
use.
Gotta somehow pivot out of the Matchbox. But as you can see, this comp is not even that bad.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation.
Okay, the gumball machine is very much
free.
needed.
I like the exercise.
No weapons, no opponents. Please, luxury something.
I'm so glad we could share this experience today.
The fort is not needed here. Or is it? I mean, when you... This guy just double burns. These guys are 5 seconds. It's not possible to give the multicast, so no. This guy could have been the other guy. Come on, give us cooldown reduction. We need that really bad. One more of these and the Bushel is to on 3.6. And the next level up, even though we have the boots, we need the guy. We need skills. We can't go for the upgrades. We really need skills because as you can see we lack damage. We have enough tankiness, but 6 burn on the matchbox is just simply not enough.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're
Okay,
fighting
insane.
for.
Now we will need one less here. Sells items. Yeah.
My food is gonna make you unstoppable. It's all about motivation. You
Okay,
gotta
now
know
let's pray.
what you're fighting for.
No. I mean, this is not bad, but I was hoping for when you shield your weapons gain damage. Because right now we really need that and not the other way around. You know what is bad? We can't make use of left eye. Because the matchbox being here is the best part. If we switch, we will lose the final flame on the matchbox. Like if we put the matchbox to the most right here, for example. Which is not cool. Not cool at all. Also, we didn't buy any weapons, but we couldn't find any. Just to use the gem as passive HP stacking. It's not bad. Like buy 10 weapons, you get 1k HP. And look, as you can see, the Bushel is already going way better. But we will probably still get clapped. Because he has poison. And we don't have any damage at all. So we have huge hiccups. I don't understand why these guys have everything. Obsidian diving helmet on gold. On day 6. When you heal, your shield items gain 1 shield. Go and pick yourself, man. Well, you always get, do your best just to in the end get outplayed by RNG. You really gotta buy a dog now here. Get 100 HP. I have no clue what I'm looking for. I mean, this is already very good. This is kind of insane. Let's hope we are good against a Radiant Corsair. It all depends on who this guy hits. The matchbox, we have no damage, we are cooked. We have high amounts of shielding. Wasn't even close. This is very good. Okay, healing. Endurance, sure. Not bad. Grab that.
You look rough, man. Let's fix you
And
up.
luxury tents, man. Luxury tents. There we freaking go. No money. Now, who do we sell? I mean, with luxury tents, This guy will solo go infinite, so the bird is not even needed. I think it's just this. And later, once we get an enchantment, it all depends. What the frick is the yo-yo doing here? Should be next to the guy. You're gonna sell this. The bird, we will keep the bird. We have to sell this dude, unfortunately. We really need the
Feel
money.
better.
Oh. Yeah, double heals now. Really forgot about that. I mean, if you get shielded Bushel, then the golf club is not even bad.
That's quality.
Haste item.
Let's make this quick, okay?
Should have grabbed the guy, by the way. The Cinder. I can't reroll.
I understand.
But hasting is
These
not
can be
needed.
scary.
Oh, this dude is 3.5. Okay, let's go. 7 burn Matchbox. We still need a lot of skills.
Boring.
I think with endurance, endurance is fine now on gold. Now we need to go for other stuff. Obsidian double whammy. What? What am I looking here at? Did he just crit with 30%? Man, please! I mean, this is a beginner, as you can see, it's obvious. Playing the Jabalian drum with whammy, and then there's a QS. The only issue here I have is he's playing the QS, like, oh, I have no clue what I'm doing, let's just grab the QS, because other people are playing it. And you know what? It works perfectly fine. Look at the difference. 200 burn on the Matchbox while I'm scaling it. The luxury QS only forecasts 300. This is a perfectly synergy. This is just a one random item. And that item is just not balanced right now. Like, it was very, very weak.
With no weapons,
Then it was too powerful.
with big uses for the
And somehow, I mean, right now it's too powerful. And somehow they can't find the thin line to keep it balanced. I would love to go for a business card, but I mean, gotta sell this dude here.
You are enough, friend.
Don't think we need anything else, only the upgrade on the yo-yo.
The joy of more. Bring it in.
Okay, this is good. Now the question is, what do we go for? Dr. Vortex? Yeah. We need so many Grandmasters if possible. By the way, when you go for this build, I will recommend you to not buy any useless skills. Somehow need a diamond yo-yo. Look at these healing numbers, by the way. Let's go to medium items. Maybe you can find the upgrade on the guy. Like either the yo-yo or the other guy here, the bootstraps.
Even when I don't
One of
care.
them.
They only sell things so I can buy things. Huge things.
I mean,
Good
this might be the
vibes,
yo-yo
Nathan.
upgrade. The yo-yo up. Ooh, hello, Bobby. Caltrops, but we can play it. Oh wow. Wow, you are okay. And we kinda gotta buy that, because if we somehow get a shielded bushel, we don't need the textiles anymore. Then we can just play the guy. But yeah. Gotta sell everything though, which is unfortunate. Got rid of all my
Come
gold.
back and tell me.
Gotta sell everything because I want the gumballs as well. Need to keep 2 gold. By the way, I'm not sure if I ever showed you the gumball machine. What it does is it drains you
Go ahead.
2 gold.
Underestimate me. It makes this more
Bonk.
fun.
Let's see if the comp still goes infinite. But I think with Bonk it's not going infinite anymore. I mean, it should go infinite though. Okay, nice. The Bushel is always overhealing. That's exactly why you really need endurance and the yo-yo. And as you can see, this guy, I can't build up any shielding against him. And he also has a lot of
Next time,
damage.
boys.
But with
Let's
endurance, we are
plunder.
scaling the
More
Bushel. Like
plunder.
the Bushel heals 700, so it will almost always overheal the enemy damage. Look at this guy. Just casually deals 4k. Did it permanently crit or what was its issue? I guess, yeah. Yeah, now it all depends on what we do get here.
Discounts for peace.
What enchantment.
You're listening to your needs.
Now that's giving up the business.
We are also good with fiery, poison, obsidian. Isn't it just well deserved? Like this is, by the way, guys, this is the 3rd try. I'm trying to get this computer done. By the way, I think right now it's the yo-yo that is carrying me. We could still go for the textiles just to have rid of it. And now the granny can give us the yo-yo upgrade, but she doesn't want to. Okay, now we will just go for the level ups and always grab every skill that we can get. And now look at the shielding, how it goes up, because now the shielding also, like we also get endurance. Like endurance is basically scaling the shielding and healing on the Bushel. That's why we get to crazy numbers now. Yeah, this guy's going good. $5k. Look at this. Compare these two with each other. 24 damage. And this guy is scaling its damage. Every time the Bushel casts, it gets 30 damage. And now look at the damage difference. Like it only did around 5 times more than the yo-yo. While the yo-yo, this guy had 2k damage with the last hit. The yo-yo has 24 damage. Like 100 time difference. Region. Come on, Harry. Diamond skill. Diamond skill, but something useful. Or just give us the bird. Enchanted bird. 3 loot items. This is very good. This is dirt. This is okay. I mean, it's dirt as well. .3. If we manage to get it to 2.4, we don't even need the duct tape anymore.
Who I am does not matter. Only what I offer. The Bazaar is more.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Like, weapon skills are not really
You're
cool. Let's
just
go
gonna
to
leave?
healing.
Without even trying?
Well, this.
What do you mean you can't afford? This guy is scaling way too slow, and in the beginning, also doing a lot. I mean, we won't need poison. First time use a weapon, nah. And here, guys, we are at a point where we have to decide which skill do we take. Now, none of these skills are relevant for us. And instead of just taking one, any skill that looks the best, we will just leave.
I'm telling you, anyone can regenerate, but you have
Doesn't benefit us. Just leave. Because the issue is, if we somehow manage to find a guy, if we somehow manage to find a Grandmaster, the chance is there that he will give us this, the crab skills. Now, stuff like the crab and
Like other Jabalians.
the final fireman stuff, we need it for the early game to survive. But here, these last skills were completely useless. And this guy is completely going for poison. Like, isn't my fault, guys.
like my crew says at the
Let's
bar.
go.
Another round.
7 burn matchbox, day 9. Day 10. Go to your items, let's see what we can get.
Investments.
By the way, if you have shielded Bushel and luxury tents, you can just use the phonograph and it will go infinite anyways. Doesn't need necessarily need the duct tape. That's also a good comp. But this guy's on 3.3 seconds right now. We could just use a phonograph instead of the duct tape. It will be 2.4 and then it will charge itself all the time. If we hit phonograph on diamond, it will be 1.6, 1.7 seconds of cooldown. So almost at a point where it has 1 second of cooldown. Then we won't even need the luxury tents. But let's not do that. Hey, 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 boy! A luxury tents upgrade is not needed. Like, if I get to the point where I need it, or where it activates, I'm dead anyways.
Didn't think you had the coin.
I mean, not really. Need some damage on this dude and then should be good. Just double endurance. Now we can't afford it, unfortunately. Because against one high Langshon or something like that.
It's
Still
all
good.
about motivation. You gotta know what you're
Go for
fighting for.
loot item. Oh, insane. I was about to ditch the matchbox, but now it kinda is okay. Okay, let's go for Lord
I came here
Arden.
to trade.
Because we can get his skill Unwavering when you use an item shield 40. This scales with the Bushel as well, by the way. Like, then the Bushel indeed won't need anything and will just go infinite by itself. But if we get Unwavering, we will just ditch the Duct Tape and play the second Yo-Yo. Please, Reynar. Give us Unwavering. No. I mean, it's a lot of gold. We kinda don't need more cooldown reduction, but here we at least have a chance, or can decide what we want. We will get the level up anyway, so I think it's just more burn because we really are missing damage.
Size dilutes the brain. Mine is highly concentrated. Shall I?
Not bad. This guy as well.
If the elder could see me now.
I am fairly certain right-handed with Yo-Yo is way better than this guy. But I feel like it's not enough. Oh, this is so bad, man. I was hoping for something better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is good. Now we have damage on 2 Yo-Yos.
Before, and it bloomed into a Dira.
Guys, we are cooking. Not a delicious meal, but we are cooking.
For you to steal.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Oh. Does this guy scale? No, no. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't scale. It just applies very often or targets it very often. Look at this pure guy. Poor guy, not pure. I think that there's a different meaning behind it.
Next time, boys, less blunder.
85k
more
shielding.
Blunder.
Look at these damage, by the way. Just need both of these on diamond and we are perfectly fine, but please, we need them. Maybe we can get a healing Yo-Yo.
Look, it's okay to have a crush on me. I love everyone.
No?
Are you sure? You're kind of bleeding.
The skill of the octopus is kinda insane as well. Then we can ditch the duct tape. If we somehow manage to get the Yo-Yos to 100 damage, we are completely back.
You'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Here we are not hitting the stuff we need,
Joy of war.
but it's fine. Honestly, let's not go to the region because we have usually you would go for improvised healing because the endurance only the yo-yo will activate, but we have two yo-yos here and all we are missing right now is damage. And maybe shield scaling. So let's go for the shield skills and pray that we hit spiky corner. There it is, and now we have very crazy yo-yos. Here we don't need anything anymore. Just more crit chance, I guess. Okay, we can sell this guy. The bootstraps, I don't know. We are not finding them. Just more starting shield and crit and stuff like that. Dooley. And we have to go for HP all the time because we only have 6k HP. And even though our comp is going infinite, we are not scaling our HP during the fight. Like with Hogwash we gain max health, but here we are not gaining it. So the issue is with that, if you have more poison on you than you have HP, you will just die. I swear these guys are so annoying, man. Go and freak yourself, man. What the frick? I was also thinking about playing Carcoal if we somehow find it someday with the bees. Nah. Again, this comp, I don't think we will hit 10 wins here. Because it's already day 12, we are very low, only 2 loses and we are cooked. The enemy can have stuff like Cold Room, which completely counters us.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
Ah, finally, man.
Bring it back.
And now we can upgrade these guys. Pendulum. Pendulum is not needed. But his skill would be good.
The world whirls like the wind.
Forbidden, foreboding, wines. We give these guys a good chance. By the way, the fight was so fast that I couldn't see how my yo-yos are doing. Nah, look at these, man. Look at these. If the enemy doesn't freeze us, we are completely obliterating them. But somehow we are not finding this stuff or not getting this stuff. Insane. Now we need improvised stuff.
I offer you at the edge of the foundation. They wait. They build.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Leftmost equal to their value, not really needed. When you burn, freeze an item is not bad. It indeed is not bad. I think we'll just grab that. Even though we are looking for scaling, but I think here, like if they have one weapon Vanessa or something like that with high, very high damage, we can freeze them for 3 seconds and get ourselves time to scale. Dive weights. Flashbang. Now see, the weights get frozen and we have time to scale now. And we usually are scaling faster than the enemies. As you can see, he's already dead, and it was not because of the matchbox. Oh, it was because of the foreboding wines. Thanks, buddy. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it myself. Now look at these. Just so you get a feeling how strong the yo-yos are. Never underestimate them. There's a reason why it only has... this is so insane, man. Now we have a third carry or fourth. the bird is also very crazy. That's the whole reason why I'm keeping it all the time. Because with endurance you scale its healing, and with the healing you scale its poison. So once it has like 5k poison, it will just deal, I have no clue, 1.5k poison. Because it has 3 multicasts, just because of luxury 10s. And that's usually the carry I'm going for when I'm going for this build. Okay, wanna see the bird? Let's go. Now if we somehow had the diamond yo-yos, we wouldn't need anything. But the scaling is still very interesting. Like look. I mean the game is over too fast, but as you can see, the guy's already at 90 poison. Like this was just 60 poison, just the first proc, where it had around 1 second of scaling. Cool, man. Now this skill, for example, is diamond. Diamond skills you can just take without hesitation, because they won't get upgraded, or they can't get upgraded. So just in case you find a grandmaster, the grandmaster is very hard to find, or not always there, but in case, you will stay safe.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Okay, so now we have this. And the weapon skills are not needed anymore. Let's go for the shielded. We could go for sharp corners, but I feel like we already... I mean, this is probably the best thing. Yeah, let's just go. Like 50% more damage on the yo-yos is not bad. We'll finish the game faster. And by the way, we are on 3.5 seconds of cooldown on one of the yo-yos, the silver one. If we manage to get it to gold and get rid of 3.3 seconds more, oh, this guy will just completely destroy us. Never mind, we are just stronger. But as you can see, this guy was so strong. Like, look at this 1k yo-yo damage. We couldn't build up any shielding. Look, 10k damage. The duct tape builded 2k shield, and the bushel 16k shield, and it wasn't even there. Like, you couldn't notice. Crazy, man. Also had a lot of crit chance. I mean, if he somehow had an atlatl over the briefcase. What the frick is this team? Like the claws, the briefcase, I mean, this is okay. But these two are a waste of good wood. Here the atlatl or the model ship. Model ship is just as insane. Model ship here next to the yo-yo, and the yo-yo and the knife set will almost perma-charge each other. Just need maybe a little bit cooldown reduction on the knife set, maybe to 4.4 seconds, or you ideally get another fast item, fast weapon such as the claws. Or what is even better is race call, trebuchet. If you get that with this comp, with the knife set, with the yo-yo on diamond, and the trebuchet here, or the race call, or whatever, they are so overpowered. I would have lost this fight if he had better items. Luckily he had not better items. Like, there is weapons, but we really need to care for our HP. One fight is left. I didn't pay attention to the bird, how much it did. But we will see it now. This guy is dying too fast. Okay, I think he activated 5 times. Like 5 times is not bad. 4 times. Yeah, but still, like, look, 118 poison. Like, poison is not that insane, but imagine if it was burn. Or even better, it was obsidian. Like obsidian, it will just completely destroy the enemy. It healed 1120. So it will just also deal 1120. So again, if you can't find the yo-yos and the matchbox is still, like, the matchbox is not doing anything. It has only 16 burn. So 16 burn on day 14 is basically nothing. If you don't have like 30, 40 or even 50 burn on it, it won't be able to carry. Like, I remember once I had 50 burn on the matchbox, but it was like day 15 or 16. And I just couldn't get kill the enemy because he was just too tanky. I'm not gonna play that. Like, it's not needed at all. But we will keep it.
I am but a humble farmer. Coins are my seeds, wealth is my crop.
Golden bootstraps. We just want to upgrade these guys, and we don't want them. If we upgrade the bootstraps, the chance is there that it upgrades our bushel next, and the bushel will lose its shielded, I guess.
I bid you farewell.
So we are not gonna do that. It's just by everything. Pray. I mean, it doesn't even matter, but still.
This will do well for you, I promise. You planted a golden seed, my
Dodging
friend.
the yo-yo like a boss.
Harvest will come soon.
I mean, the upgrade on the yo-yo doesn't do anything anyway, so. Yeah, another Vanessa should be good, I hope. Unless she has iceberg. Then we are cooked, guys.
See these tusks, right?
Death charge probably. Sea Dog Saloon. I think we should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. Like this guy, what is it? Poison, Guys, look at this. Look how crazy this is, man. Like, look at these yo-yos. This is what I'm trying to achieve all the past days. Like, just this, the shielded bushel, the duct tape, and the yo-yo as carry. I already made some videos about it, where I also explained you start with the matchbox as your first carry, because the matchbox, if you somehow get 10 burn on it, or even 7 or 8 burn for day 1, day 3, it's very strong because it will reapply. No, never mind. It was before this patch. Like, it used to be 4 seconds of cooldown. It used to be only needing 4 charges. And then you will just reduce its cooldown to 3.6 and it will need 3 charges. So it will reapply all the time, the burn. There you would only need around 5 or 6 burn to reapply the burn. And then if you somehow get to 7 or 8 burn and a little bit of a fluent comp, you will manage to get big numbers for the early game. Like 60 or 70 burn on the enemy. And that is just too much for day 1, for day 3 for example. And the enemies will just burn down. For the late game you need a lot more burn on it. Like ideally 60, 70. But I think you can also just carry with, I'm not sure, maybe 30 as well. But as you can see, the guys are very strong. They are also very tanky. Now let's assume we will not have 2 yo-yos which will deal a total of 11k damage almost of them together. Like, look at the Matchbox, 208 burn. Imagine if it was double the amount, like 400 burn. On day 14, it doesn't matter. Like the 400 burn are nothing compared to the enemy, who maybe has electric cures and just burns for 800 in one shot, or the calcinator. And yeah, the 200 burn on the Matchbox is nothing compared to them. Of course, the other items are medium items and you are scaling them, but for a Matchbox you have no ways to scale, and that's why it's so bad. So again, early game it's very good because it also helps you get your comp a little bit more fluent with the rope, with as you have seen, I took the sauna early game to play it with the textiles to somehow get the comp going and charge the Matchbox to carry, to be a little bit faster, more fluent. That worked a little bit. The issue was we only had 6 burn on the Matchbox. 6 burn is just nothing. So yeah. Now let's check the data. As you can see, the bird didn't cast a lot. But it's very strong, guys. Like, don't underestimate it. Of course, the yo-yos were completely overpowered here. And that's why, I mean, this is what we have here is basically, for the yo-yos, is basically the guy. The Jabalian drum. We created a Jabalian drum environment for the yo-yos with sharp corners.
Time is money, friend.
And yeah, just sharp corners. Because the Bushel would trigger all the time. It was not dependent on the yo-yos. The Jabalian drum usually is dependent on the yo-yo. And it will shield 4 times per activation because it has multicast, so shields twice, and then there's the duct tape, which also shields twice. And this is 36 damage on the yo-yos. So they are completely broken here. But if we didn't have them and didn't have sharp corners and stuff, then it would be the Matchbox as our secondary carry. Get obsidian on it, burn or fiery, and you're good to go. Because with endurance, with improvised healing, you are scaling the healing, and therefore you are also scaling the damage. Now putting stuff like obsidian and stuff on the Matchbox is very bad. I mean, the Matchbox, if you have very high numbers of burn on it, then it makes sense to go for obsidian Matchbox, because you only want to play non-weapon items. The Matchbox only gets charged by non-weapons. That means if you, for example, put obsidian on the Bushel won't charge the Matchbox anymore. But if you put obsidian on the Matchbox itself, then it's good. And also, if the Matchbox has like 30 burn on it, and you put obsidian on it, it will have 300 damage, which attacks every second, basically. So it sums up to a lot. Then it will be good. But here 16 burn is not enough on day 14 again. And then you need the bird. The bird is scaling the healing, and therefore also scaling the burn of the poison and the physical damage then. So you always want to go for the bird. And also the bird has 3 multicast. By the way, I'm gonna explain you why it has 3 multicast. So let's read it first. Toxic bird. I can't pronounce or speak out the word. Washiwali. Yeah. It heals 80 because we scaled it. I think, what is it, golden? Golden only heals for like 30 or 40 maybe, usually. But again, with fins, we scaled it a little bit. Then, since it's toxic, poison equal to 10% of this item's heal, and it has 3 multicast. Crit chance 51% because we had the gumball machine and the stash and we are using it. Remember, with this build we are working towards the late game. We want a lot of crit chance. not only because we want these items to crit, but also because we want the improvised skills. Improvised healing, improvised protection. We didn't get them here, but they were not necessary because we had 2 yo-yos and endurance, which just does the same. Okay, and now this has +1 multicast for each property. We have 1 property, so it has +1 multicast, so it would have usually 2 multicast. But now let's check the luxury 10s. The first time you will die each fight, heal for 25% of your max health. So the luxury 10s prevents you from getting one shot. Else than these invulnerability potion on mech, the luxury 10s indeed prevents you from getting one shot. And then heals you back up. On diamond it's 50% of your max health. On silver, on gold it's 25% of your max health. And good to know is luxury 10s starts at gold. So keep that in mind. You won't find it early in the early game. You can upgrade the fixer upper and then gamble for it. That's also a way. You can also just upgrade the fixer upper, and as you have seen, I had the gym. The gym, if you get some weapons, you get 100 HP per weapon. You can play around that as well, like 100 weapon HP. If we somehow want a few more weapons, it would be insane because that's just very fast and very fast, very high HP. Yeah, I guess you guys get me. The main issue was with the gym. We had to sell it at some point because we had no space, and we also kept it because we had no space to buy the chocolates, and we were looking for items, and that's why we kept the gym to just scale our HP, because it being on diamond, like, you just need to buy 2 weapons, bronze weapons, and you already have 33% more health than you would get with the 5 gold chocolates. So yeah, 1 shop and you would have bought gotten as much HP as you would have gotten with 5 days of the chocolates. Okay, so let's continue. The luxury 10s also, your heal items have +1 multicast. So it gives all heal items 1 multicast. That's why the bird has 3 multicast. And with that, I wanna tell you one thing. Usually when you get a healing enchantment, you will put it on the matchbox. Now here it completely depends. If you have a thing like the bird as a carry, you would always want to put the healing enchantment on the yo-yo to get more value from endurance. Because you usually won't find double yo-yo. It's just way too complicated. Then you want the healing on the yo-yo, and it will go infinite as well. Like, it will have 0.2 seconds of cooldown, so it will trigger 5 times per second. Not really 5 times. But I mean, if the bushel goes infinite, yeah, it will almost trigger 5 times. Let it be 4 times per second, still enough. Then even endurance on silver is very high. High amount of healing, of scaling. So you could also put it on the matchbox, but then you really need high burn value on the matchbox, because you then need to end the game fast. Endurance just gives you time to scale and gives you tankiness. That's why on the yo-yo it's better, but if you put it on the matchbox, you kind of lose a little bit of the scaling, your tankiness. So my favorite is always put it on the yo-yo and call it, especially if you have stuff like sharp corners. You have seen how crazy it is. Then we have the duct tape. Slow one item for 2 seconds. It's activation. But its passive is when you use the item to the left of this, shield 62. The left to it, we put shielded bushel, heal 160 healing. Shield equal to this item's heal. These guys are still a little bit wasted. It has multicast because of the luxury 10s. Crit chance 76%. We also used some of the loot items to give it crit chance, so it has more crit chance than the other guys. But with the gumball machine we got 51% crit chance, so it's not bad at all. Yeah. When you shield, charge this 1 second. So yeah, the bushel, I think this is already the third video in a row where you can find it. Where you can see it, how strong it is. And I'm showcasing this comp. Yeah, I think you already know the bushel, but in case you didn't, the strategy with the bushel is just ideally you get shield enchantment on it, then it will charge itself. Especially if you have luxury 10s, it will have 2 multicast, so it will charge itself twice. It usually has 4 seconds of cooldown, which requires 4 charges, but if you put it down to 3.6 seconds of cooldown, it will only require 3 charges. So then you need only 1 or 2 charges from the outside, and that is provided by the duct tape, because whenever the bushel activates, the duct tape shields, and that way charges the bushel again. So that being said, when the bushel activates one time, it shields itself and gains shield from the duct tape, which means 2 charges. And now it has multicast, so it charges itself 4 times. Here we only need 3 charges. That means it overcharges itself. Like even if it gets frozen or something like that, it will just continue. Like these 2 items together are already going infinite. And funny thing is, you can play a pendulum because you can motorize it. You can play a pendulum here in between, and if you drop the pendulum and motorize, for example, the soul of the district or something. I already made these videos. You can feel free to check the channel and yeah, find these combos. Like it's very funny, it's very cool as well. And yeah. Then we have the yo-yo. Deal 72 damage, crit chance 51%. When you use an adjacent item, charge this 2 seconds. On bronze it's 1 second charging, on gold 3 seconds, and on diamond 4 seconds. So ideally we would have 2 diamond yo-yos here, but we couldn't find them. By the way, you can still find, even if you have the same item of different tier, you can still find them in the shop. So that's why we didn't use any upgrades to upgrade the items. But it was not needed anyways. Like the yo-yo, if both of these were diamond, then the game would have ended way faster. And with way faster, we are talking about the duration will be half as long as the last time. As with these 2 guys, on being on gold and silver. So yeah. Then we have the golden one. The crit chance is only 30% because we got it very late and we already put a lot of gumballs on the other ones. So yeah. And we have the Matchbox, burn 16, crit chance 69%. When you use a, I like that number, when you use a non-weapon item, charge this 1 second. 69% because we are scaling, giving it crit chance with the skill, and also it is one of the items that has been longest on our board, so got the most scaling. No, we somehow... Oh no, sorry, it is just Flame Dancer and Left Eye on it. I was just thinking the Duct Tape has just the same amount of crit chance. The Duct Tape is the first item that we played. So yeah, it is scaled by the skills. Matchbox burn 16, crit chance, 69% was important because only 60 burn. That way we managed to get it to 32 burn. But as you have seen in the end, it didn't matter because the burn applied was still too low. If you somehow get it to 3.6 seconds, it might still work, but getting a 5-second item to 3.6 is not easy. Especially when you have to reduce the cooldown of the Bushel to 3.6 as well, and the Bushel has a higher priority. So yeah, that were the items. Let's continue with the skills. Sharp corners. When you shield, your weapons gain 9 damage for the fight. As you have seen, we were looking for exactly that skill. Because with endurance, with the shielded Bushel, we had enough tankiness. But we were lacking damage. And the yo-yo is a great source of damage. Never underestimate it, guys. And I hope with this video I showcased it enough why the yo-yo is so broken. It's not only a generator, it's also usually my late game carry together with the bird. And the Matchbox will fall off and at some point just be a motor for the yo-yo. A second motor next to the Bushel. Juggler, when you use a small item, charge a large item 1 second. We completely didn't need this. Could have played the guy though. What was its name? Hogwash. Yeah, Hogwash. Then it would have been insane as well. Like Hogwash instead of the bird, the Matchbox is maybe 1 yo-yo. Because we would also gain more max health that way. Yeah. Endurance, when you use a weapon, your heal items gain 20 heal for the fight. This specific scenario, this scaling skill was completely enough. In other scenarios, you will usually need more scaling, such as improvised healing as well. Because if you have only 1 yo-yo, you have only 1 single item that scales your items, your healing items. And if that item gets destroyed or gets slowed down or gets frozen or whatever, then your scaling is kinda doomed. And also that 1 single item has internal cooldowns, so it's very limited. But improvised healing, that's why we also put the crit chance here on these items. Improvised healing would activate whenever any item crits. So then we would have 6 sources of scaling. Or 6 items that are scaling the healing. And that would be just more fluent, because at any time there is 1 item activating right now. And that is just, again, much more fluent and much more reliable. Again, here we just took endurance because we had 2 yo-yos. Noisy cricket, if you had to have at least 7 items in play, your weapons deal 25 damage. We have 2 yo-yos, we were lacking damage, so it was not bad to grab this guy here. Frostfire, the first time you burn each fight, freeze 1 item for 3 seconds. There were golden skills, we got that offered. And honestly, I didn't want to reroll that because it was good enough to grab. Because freezing 1 enemy item for 3 seconds allows us to scale faster. And as you have seen, at one point we froze the diving weights, and until it triggered we already shielded enough. Like, we are just very susceptible to one-shot and all that stuff in the beginning. We need like a few seconds to get it going, and then we are completely overpowered. But we need that time. Defensive stance, when you use a weapon, your shield items gain 3 shield for the fight. Now only 3 shield on silver, it's not that crazy, but it sums up. As you have seen, it still did a great job because it was shielding the Duct Tape and the other guys, ending up in higher shield in general. Flame Dancer, your burn items have plus 10 crit chance. And here we are starting. Usually we would not pick any skills that are not relevant for us or not diamond. Juggler, for example, we had no issue grabbing that because it is diamond. It can't get upgraded. Flame Dancer, we took that because it's crit chance, a lot of crit chance, 10% of crit chance. and we didn't have any enchantment, so the chance of getting a burn enchantment was open. But it was again 10% crit chance of on one of the most triggering items, or one of the items with the most activations. And again, we are always aiming to get improvised healing and improvised protection. Now the question is, why wouldn't you pick all these skills? The issue is, you want all these skills and you want them upgraded. So the idea is, or the way I play it usually is, I grab the skills. For example, I have endurance on silver, and then I get level up reward, and I get have the choice between endurance, upgrade to gold, or improvised healing. Then I would grab improvised healing just to have it else in my stash as well, or just to have it, and then hope for a Grandmaster. And with the Grandmaster, you will get an upgrade on your skills, and that's why I usually, if you watch my old videos, I don't take stuff like Flame Dancer, but Flame Dancer had 2% of crit chance back then. So yeah, I just don't want to pollute the skills. So that if I find a Grandmaster, I will have a very high chance of finding Endurance, for example, or Defensive Stance, or Sharp Corners, or something like that. Instead of Flame Dancer upgrade together with Final Flame, then like it would do nothing. But hitting the Endurance upgrade on the Grandmaster boosts you to a whole other level. So yeah. Then we have the Final Flame. Your rightmost burn item has +2 burn. Final Flame was just in the early game to get a little bit of burn on the Matchbox and maybe carry us. Hard Shell, the first time you fall below half health each fight, shield equal to 20% of your max health. So in this case, 2k shielding, which is not bad. We took it in the early game because we didn't know where to go. Usually when you have a Duct Tape, you can feel free to go for or force the Bushel comp, but again, for this comp, as you can see, you need a lot of stuff to go right to be very overpowered. So yeah, Hard Shell is usually not a bad skill, especially if you don't know where to go or what you are gonna play. And Left Eye, your leftmost item has +8 crit chance. Again, that was the whole purpose of it. Most of the time you need crit chance, and the 8% might make a difference. Like, it makes a difference if you have like 32% or 40% crit chance. The scaling is just way more. And again, this whole build is building around skills. So you really need to go for skills and never go for item upgrades. You basically, unless beside of the yo-yos, here you don't need one single upgrade. You can have the bird on bronze, you can have the bushel on bronze, and you can have the matchbox on bronze. The Duct Tape as well. There's no difference. The only issue is you will have maybe 20 less starting healing, such as on the bird. The bird world is 10 healing on silver, on bronze, and I think on gold it's 30 or 40. I'm not sure anymore, but these 20 or 30 healing won't make a difference. So the upgrades are not needed. Also not on the yo-yos. The yo-yo, if you get it to silver, it's already okay enough. But you should always be aiming to upgrade it to diamond. But once it is silver, it has not the highest priority to upgrade it to get upgraded to diamond. Highest priority are always the skills, because you can't put in a random weights, for example. Is it weights? You know, that one medium item that when you overheal gets charged and then gives your scales your healing items and your damage items. So yeah, you always want to scale with the skills. Okay guys, I think everything about this comp has been explained. It's a very solid comp, by the way. It was the last patch. It was one of the most consistent comps I have played. Like the Matchbox, for example, you always find it, but the Matchbox, there's a reason why it got nerfed. So yeah. For now, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was the final video of the Shielded Bushel, I will say, because here we have, I mean, of course we are not having all the skills that are required, but still it's a good showcase of how strong the Bushel is, how strong the bird is. I mean, the bird the spotlight was not on the bird because of the yo-yos, but still you have seen there's potential and how strong the yo-yos are actually, and how weak the Matchbox is in late game compared to these guys, while these guys are very weak compared to the Matchbox in the early game. So yeah, guys, we will take it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.